Jimmy Butler is rumored to be having the highest odds to go to the Knicks. If he is available for a trade from the Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler is rumored to be going to the Knicks as the favorite, according to Bovada Official. That sounds like some offshore account that I want nothing to do with. But with the Knicks, we're going to hang on to this one. What do you think if we get Jimmy Butler, people change their tune? Because that's the two-guard guy that we're kind of missing also.
If we get Jimmy Butler, we will be title favorites. I'm gonna say it again. If the New York Knicks get Jimmy Butler, we will be title favorites. Let me explain why. We need a big two guard. And how many times we came up here and heard rumors and rumblings how we would be so much better if we got a Zach LaVine. What's this guy that played next to him?
DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan. Imagine if we get Jimmy Buckets, playoff Jimmy. Are you kidding me? The dog, the fight. That's just what New York is. Jimmy Butler is New York. That style of play, listen, man. If we get Jimmy Butler, we are title favorites. Big shout out Charles Barkley. I'm gonna take your saying. Guarantee. If we get Jimmy Butler, we are in the finals, and it will be New York against LA. And I'm talking about the Clippers. Yes, we need to go get Jimmy Butler. And I'm gonna tell you why it makes sense. We have a whole lot of draft picks. If we give a majority of those, and in the year two we win a championship, it's worth it. Once again, I don't see the next LeBron, Wemby in the next 2-3 years. A lot of these young guys is tough, great, but I don't see nobody that's gonna come to an organization and turn it around. As great as Wemby is, he ain't turning around the San Antonio Spurs. So for me, listen, man, yeah, we need to try to go get Jimmy Butler. Big shout out Kendrick Perkins. Because what he said makes sense. People think he's crazy. No, it ran its course. Y'all not going to have that magical run this year. Too many teams are better. The Knicks, Dame in Milwaukee, Drew Holiday, Porzingis in Boston. If Embiid can stay healthy, we see the leap he took. So I think if Miami is smart, they can get some young players. They can get a lot of draft picks for Jimmy Butler because they still solid without Jimmy. They got that culture. They got that great coach. So, yes, I will love Jimmy Butler on the Knicks. We will be title favorites, not contenders, title favorites with Jimmy Butler.
Well, I totally agree. Would you trade the 4 first-round draft picks that was thrown out there, rumored to be for Mikal Bridges? Seems like a lot. And it made sense for people that say, I think it was 5 first-round draft picks for Mikal Bridges because the Memphis Grizzlies offered the Phoenix Suns 4 first-round draft picks, and before he went to the Nets. Would we offer the Miami Heat 4 first-round draft picks? And if not, like, what are we willing to risk?
So, okay, if you're asking me which player I would want, if it's the same price, I would rather Mikal Bridges because I think he's young. Well, not think he's younger, and we would have a better shot at re-signing him. Like, I wouldn't mind Mikal Bridges with us for the next 5 years. I wouldn't want Jimmy Butler for the next 5 years. So, who I'd rather? Mikal Bridges. But if we could get Jimmy Butler, without that high price for Mikal, yes, I'm doing it. But I would take either one for the 4 draft picks. Now, it depends on the players and all of that. Like I said, I think we would have to give up less for Jimmy. But I think either one makes us title favorites. Either one. I'd rather Mikal because, like I said, that's the future. Like, we would eventually probably sign him to a long-term deal. Now we would have... See, I've said this a long time ago and people laughed at me. You have to take a page out of Golden State's book. I'm not saying we're going to turn into Golden State Warriors, but you have to be patient and then you get your core guys. Remember, Golden State had their core guys. Curry, Clay, Draymond. Our core guys can be Brunson, if we get Mikal Bridges, and Randall. You get that core, you lock those in for the future. They all young. They can stay together, and then sky's the limit. So would I rather Mikal Bridges? Yes. But if I could get Jimmy, with no headaches, no problems, I'm going to do that ASAP.
Fleet says Mikal is crying for Leon Rose to bring him across the bridge.
Exactly. I'm telling you.
I mean, I might be too, because remember, you got your whole, college teammates over there. They're all close friends. They still joke around with each other. They seem like a bunch of I hate to put it this way, but it is what it is. They're professional and they ain't nothing street about these guys. I love it. I don't want them to be anywhere near fake John Morant. None of that. Be yourself. I love it.
But Fabian, you know what else it is? The Knicks. We're building a winning culture. You know how everybody say Miami got their culture, Golden State. Knicks now have a culture. And you have players that's looking at that going, I want to go over there. That shit looks fun. They winning. Look at the crowd. Look at the support they get. So for me, I don't care if Mikal Bridges played with them in Villanova or not. Guys is looking like, holy smoke. They got a coach over there now. Now we see what it is when people say it ain't nothing like playing for New York. So to me, that's what most these guys is looking at. And big shout out to Woj. He said it. And as you know, that's what's happening. No superstar wants to jump out and be the first. So a lot of these guys are skeptical and they waiting. Mikal Bridges don't want to be the first to go, yo, I want to go to New York. But guarantee let it be that somebody else jump out there first and watch how many guys follow suit. It's just going to take that one guy. Somebody got to have the cojones to jump out the window.
We already did that. Brunson was the guy. He didn't hesitate. He saw, obviously it's easier for him with his family and everything, but he's the guy. You had Hart, and we might have to give credit to Hartenstein, man. Like,
yes. No, but Fabian, wait. What I'm saying is Brunson didn't come out and say, like, you see how these guys are bold now? Like how guys will say, I only want to go there. We need Mikal Bridges. Remember, you got to hold that organization's feet to the fire. Yo, I don't want to be here no more. Trade me. I only want to go to the Knicks.
I think that was happening. And you could tell with the media guys, like Richard Jefferson said 5 years ago was the complete opposite. 2 years ago, he was like, or a year and a half ago, he said, no, this is different. Yeah. When you hear the media talking like that, it's important because, the guys like Stephen A. Smith, they don't matter. They clearly don't watch and have no pulse on the Knicks. When you claim to be a Knicks fan and you have all the access in the world to whoever and you don't use them, how do you not know who Hartenstein is? And again, with going back to the Mikal Bridges, Jimmy Butler thing, though, that's tough. Jimmy Butler, if you get him, that's immediate pressure for, like you said, title contenders. There's no way around that. Bridges, it still leaves you some time to go, okay, they don't have to win right now. They're developing. We have the excuse. With Jimmy Butler, that's a win now scenario. He's not coming for play. I don't know if he's necessarily the best player on the team at that point. And it'll be good for him because of the experience he has and, all that culture business. He's going to have to turn in that towel and get with the Brunson culture.
But Fabe, I disagree with what you just said as far as like if we get Bridges. I think if we get Bridges, that's pressure to win the title. I don't think there's no Bridges is a great player. And like you said, you always was high on Bridges. Like Bridges is tough. So I think if we get Bridges, I'm not saying it'll be the same pressure as if we get Jimmy Butler, but I think it's no we get Bridges and we gotta that's title. That's title.
I'm not talking about us. We're gonna put pressure on them regardless because you got Bridges. It's like, all right, you got Bridges and OG Anunoby, but the rest, remember, they're still underestimating Brunson. Yeah. So imagine if you get Mikal Bridges. None of these guys, Brunson, Mikal Bridges, were thought to be a top 10 player, top 20 player. Mikal Bridges was drafted by the Philadelphia 76ers and traded just like Drew Holiday. So they didn't think this highly of him. So now with him, it's like, nah, we don't have you. Remember, he was the point of attack for the Phoenix Suns, and he started running plays for him, which is amazing. Yeah. So now on the Nets, we see you ain't necessarily a number one, and the way Ant-Man disrespected you, you ain't no number one. But
Ant-Man
you come to this team.
And just real quick, I love the smoke between Ant-Man and SGA. I love it. I love Ant-Man calling it out. I love it.
Also on the low, Wemby and Chet Holmgren. We want to see that. We want to see people just throwing bowls and getting it going. But again, I think Mikal Bridges, I think it'll spark the whole championship thing, but expectation. But Jimmy Butler, if you imagine the trade that had there's a headline for Jimmy Butler trade. everybody's saying, "Oh, that's a championship."
That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, that headline is just different. So, you know, Jimmy Butler with 4 first-round draft picks is tough because that means we got to win now. He's in his mid-30s already, so you have to win now. And with Bridges, it gives us another 8 years to contend for the championship. So I'd rather go with that. I'll throw in another draft pick if it costs us that much.
Right. So that's my problem sometimes with the Knicks a little bit, because I don't have no problems with them right now. Go get Bridges then. Go get him. Go get him. Give up them draft picks. Go get him. We have a 2-3 year window, bruh. We ain't got no 5-10 year window. We got a 5-10 year window to be, relevant, consistent, and be good. But right now,
wait. If you think, hold on. If you think it's 2 or 3 years, you got to go for Jimmy.
No, right. But that's what I'm saying is, but in my beginning statement, go get either one. I don't care which one you get. I'm saying go get them. Either one, we're going to win right now. We got to go get one of them, though. Bridges, we got a 7-8 year window, 5-year window. Jimmy, we can win in 2-3 years. Either one, we can win 2-3 years. I'm saying our window to win a championship right now, we've never been this close. I'm saying you have to take full advantage. You have to take full advantage. Get it done. Get it done. This is the first time in I don't know how long we have the assets, we have the draft picks, we have the players to where we can make a move to put ourselves in title contention. Make the move. And we have guys that want to play here. You can't tell me Bridges wouldn't want to be in that blue and orange with his guys. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Brunson at the 1, Bridges at the 2, OG at the 3, Randall at the 4, Hartenstein and Mitchell at the 5. We still got, come on, DiVincenzo, probably Hartenstein or Mitch coming off the bench. Are you kidding me? Grimes, nah, come on, bro, get it done.
I want to be a fly on the wall when I hear Leon Rose, the godfather of La Familia. I want to hear what he's talking about with these kids when he's pitching them. Do you understand what New York is? Remember, he's from Jersey. You understand what New York is? If we win here, you guys don't get it. Like, they still talk about Clyde Frazier. You see that guy on the radio right there, Clyde Frazier? They still talk about him. Again, I wish I was there to tell him that big ear Joe Namath. We still talk. That guy was in the 60s. You don't know. We none of us watched that game with Joe Namath. We just know he guaranteed something and they won.
Bro, look how we still talk about the Giants with Phil Simms and LT.
And with Jeff Hostetler.
Come on, bro. No, for real. But let me ask you a question. Who's a better fit, Bridges or Jimmy Butler?
But if I had to choose, I'm going Jimmy Butler.
Ooh, and you're a big Mikal Bridges guy.
Bro, Jimmy Butler in the you old member. That's the guy when it's playoff time. All he needs, because I've just seen, I shout out to my man Tracy. He's a big Miami Heat fan. He hates Jimmy Butler. He says, yo, he only shows up for one game in the playoffs and he has 80 points and all of a sudden you guys think he's whatever. I said, yeah, because he got hurt, number one. But you've been to 2 finals the last 4 years. And on top of that, forget all that. It's what you always talk about. Why you wanted Donovan Mitchell? I thought you was nuts. He is a movie. When it's crunch time, bro, Jimmy Butler is banging his chest. That's the guy. If we're talking about how I want to win, that's the guy that's going to get the ball, ask for the ball, talk smack to everybody. He's going to jump in the crowd. Not for nothing. He's going to get in anybody's face on the team, on the opposing team. Not for nothing. That's how I want to win.
Yeah.
Bring the Butler to the Garden. Serve Manhattan. Serve the city. You got to bring that guy over here. I love it. You agree?
I totally agree. I ain't got nothing to say to that. That was I totally agree.